All right, our second poet is Christopher Cook. Christopher Richard Cook attended SUNY Oswego, where he first obtained his BS in adolescence education with a concentration in English, and then his MA in English. He currently teaches freshman English at Mohawk Valley Community College. In addition to teaching, Christopher is also a writer, primarily of poetry, and published his first poetry collection titled The Lost Passenger in summer 2019.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. This is only my third time reading my poetry out loud, so I'm a little bit nervous. I'm grateful that I wasn't put on first or last, because then it's not on me to set the mood. So I'm going to be reading some new poems, and I'm also going to be reading some older poems that were published. As Sam said, I published a book back in 2019, The Lost Passenger, and I'm going to be sharing some out of that as well. I'm going to start with one called Who Is It? Who is it who hardened your heart, looked you in the eyes when you were caught off guard, momentarily distracted by its reptilian head? Who is it who had such power, the power to create such ghastly and grotesque art? A visage once rosy and warm, now ghostly and icy. Should I hold you accountable for allowing such a demon into our bed? Or was it a nightmarish parasite that got inside your head, pricking you away from me? Who is to blame for this atrocious transformation, from a colorful, wanderlustful butterfly to a gray earthworm, reduced to the meal of the woodcock? Who is it who overcame you and bested you even at your best? Who is to be held accountable? Who is it? The second one that I want to share with you is called Necromancer. Ashes still burn in the air, spiraling like smoky wisps, downwards toward the ground, the remains of incinerated dreams, yet not even that is enough, as you return life to the dead, refusing to let them rest. Thank you. The third that I would like to share with you is called Nicotine. When it first happened, the universe was schooling me in the art of love, but I did not learn its lesson. It was one that I did not wish to learn. It happened in a pasture where we would eat before creating each other in the summer heat. You then destroyed me and turned to nicotine, bringing it to life through parted lips and heavy breaths. I felt so close to a new light when the clock struck midnight, but that was not to be. I could not move on, could not ascend, because I was a stubborn student who had no desire to mend. This one's titled Violator. Broken by your manipulative lies, right until the bitter goodbyes, I fell for you and then fell apart, and you painted such beautiful art, never any guilt over breaking my heart. I'm glad that George had some funny ones for us, because I feel like I don't. Yeah, like I said, I'm glad it wasn't put on me to set the mood. All right, Comfort. This one's titled Comfort. One of the ways that I took comfort in knowing that you were with someone new was in also knowing that he would never be me, and that you, well, you were never you. Gray. This rainy morning, set in the grasp of autumn's loose hold, for some reason, reminds me of a late winter's morning, years ago, when I left his side but only long enough to march through the snow toward an addiction, crying tears that I think were happy tears, but I can no longer be absolutely certain. It is often hard to be absolutely certain when he is on my mind. Crying. Crying doesn't hurt. Crying is a relief. What hurts is needing to cry with your eyes running dry. Promises. I won't ever leave, you say to me. And I want to believe, but he said the same thing. I even heard him sing his promise to give me so much, but I guess that not everything lasts, so keep your distance and stand back. You're making promises, but he did too, and I can't let you through. Diamond. He didn't know what he wanted, or at least knew that he didn't want me. Having admitted that he was leading me on, keeping my heart under lock and key. There was always a light inside of me, an iridescent diamond buried deep. Beneath the dirt, I know that now. But he couldn't appreciate or even see, probably couldn't even comprehend. So to that pain, I brought about an end, by finally learning to love myself rather than him. And back to an older one. This one's called Nostos. The smells of summer nights in dusty basements always remind me so much of you. The you from years ago who said that you could never live your life without me. The same you who now does exactly that, blissfully, leaving me to lonely summer nights and an empty basement, painfully euphoric. This one's titled Music Again. This is also a newer one. Music usually heals, gives me something good, something beautiful to feel, making me feel understood. But lovey-dovey songs hurt like hell because you gave me butterflies and then took them away to sell to someone else with whom to lie. Angsty songs don't ring true because when it comes to you, I see only blue. There is no red in my head for you. I will recover from this. I know that I will, because music usually heals and life can still be a thrill. And the last one that I'm sharing with you tonight is titled Full Circle. I have gone from feeling nothing to feeling the most intense love that I will likely ever feel, to feeling nothing again. Numb and with a grayscale filter, blocking out the light of the sun. I was not saved, not really. Not only because he did not stay, but mostly because I had not learned. I had not learned to love myself, for true love comes not from him, but from within. Thank you.